And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for last night's episode of The Flash Season 4, Episode 17. And good thing it came back, because I'm done with this whole taking break stuff. But, you know, it just shows it has to, I guess, but hopefully no more. Anyway, so in this episode, obviously the team is still trying to develop some kind of way to outsmart the Thinker. No pun intended. And of course, you know, Barry came up with this weird idea about how, if Ralph can turn into the Flash, maybe they can confuse him. While that's all happening, they're still trying to figure out where are the other two metas left from the bus that, you know, that Barry accidentally created metahumans out of, and pretty much make sure that DeVoe does not get them due to the fact that he got most of them already, except for Ralph and two other people. So they meet this woman who's been robbing places and who has the power to make people lift up in the air, I guess. Who kind of I guess takes away their gravity, and yep, that's pretty much the legit of this episode. And also we have Cisco doing his own thing with Caitlin because Gypsy's father, played again by the actor from Machete. I keep forgetting his name, and I apologize. He came back to play the character again, and apparently he's been losing his powers, and he doesn't know why. And he kind of mentioned that vampires exist in the multiverse, so that's pretty cool. Because he said, I came back from trying to fight a vampire, but I couldn't use my powers. So he goes for Cisco for help, and yeah, Cisco finds out the problem is that he's getting older, and as he gets older, his powers start to dwindle a little bit. So that was his problem. But he had a hard time trying to tell him that, hey man, you're getting too old for the job. You should just sit down and relax. Although he didn't want to say that to him because if he did, he would have been killed. But yeah, and then we have that, and then we have Ralph who's he's having arguments with Barry due to the fact that he's joking around, being silly when it comes to the mission, and when we find out later on that he's just doing that because he's kind of scared and he doesn't know if he's gonna mess up or lose everybody that he cares about. So there's that. And then the episode was them just trying to find this whole meta, and obviously she escapes, and then Barry gets attacked and he goes flying, and then he comes down safely, of course. And then in the second time they fight her again, he kind of goes up all the way until Ralph catches him, turns himself into a big like a trampoline thing, saves him, and then they capture the bad guy. That's basically the gist of it. And then we have DeVoe, learning that the bodies that he keeps taking just keeps dying out, but yet he does not realize, if he's so smart, why doesn't he just not do that? He had a perfectly good body the last time, and the whole DeVoe thing is starting to really be weird to me, because he shouldn't have stayed in his own body, not frame Barry to be in prison or whatever, and he would have lost. Yeah, I know he was losing his body anyway, but this whole DeVoe thing's weird, but whatever. Anyway, and then at the end of this episode is very interesting because apparently Harrison Wells has brought back Gideon and is acting a little reverse Flash, if you will, kind of. He's still working on the whole kind of more smarter than the Thinker. And now I have a new theory that what the heck is going to happen. I think Harrison Wells is going to be taken by the Thinker. I think because, DeVoe's trying to figure out what is the perfect body to be able to stay in there and it won't deteriorate and won't, collapse on him. I always assume, and I'm pretty sure everybody else assumed, that it would be Barry's body. He's a speedster. He heals fast. He has super speed and all that. I always thought that was gonna happen. But what if he takes Harrison Wells' body, for himself? If Harrison Wells is even smarter than him now at this point, you never know. He could, and then eventually figure out a way to stop him from, deteriorating. Maybe he needs that. Maybe he needs a body that doesn't have so much powers in it, and it can't handle it. It's just a guess, but I don't know. But this episode was okay, I guess. Next week's episode is very interesting. Apparently next week they're all gonna go fight Devo in his secret lab or whatever, which looks cool. However, I do have one concern. I'm telling you, I don't know if I saw this right in the trailer after my look back. There's a moment where Iris is fighting like a kung fu master. Like, huh? Okay, first of all, please don't let that happen because that would be the most horrible thing about someone. Like, when the heck did she have time to learn how to fight karate and all that crap? Not that I'm saying she can't learn because she doesn't do anything anyway. The woman doesn't even have a job. But honestly, I swear, if she ends up kicking this DeVoe's wife's butt like easily, it's gonna be completely wasted and a complete lie. But go figure. I mean, the other lady can fight as well. I guess I don't know. It's just I find it very weird and odd that it's gonna happen. But it could be just a trick of the whole thing, because everybody gets attacked obviously, and they all go down. Who knows what's gonna happen in next week's episode? But yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case for that. But no, like I said, it was an okay episode. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought, and stay tuned for more. And thank you very much, and have a good day.